And welcome back to another episode of Planet Nomads. We're at our base in the desert with our slightly mobile base, and we're about to make it much more mobile because we're about to attach large air blades to it. Now, I have gathered the resources, so these are the resources we need to make 4 large air blades, and that should be more than sufficient to get this guy in the air. So what we're going to do is put a kind of arm up using blocks, and we'll get there eventually. And what I want is for the arm up to be higher than any point on the vehicle. And yeah, I think it is. I think that's higher than any point, so that'll do. We'll come along here and we'll put 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and then actually we'll get the curved block. Wow, it's really difficult to see how that's going to go. So that's the way I want it on there, and on, come on, and on there. With any luck, it'll just switch over for that one. Yeah. Oh, I switched off my.
My sensors show you are slightly thirsty.
Yeah. We'll not worry about it. And that one there. So we'll just make those up. That's going to add a little bit more weight to the vehicle, but I'm going to take off the middle set of wheels, because actually the wheels that are going to be just for aren't going to be for propulsion anymore. They're just going to be for a bouncy landing. Alright, and then I want that to come out over the wheels. That's probably enough. We don't want it to be too unwieldy. Oops. Take that down. Now, whilst I've been gathering the resources, I have also upgraded my suit, my backpack, and my multi-tool as far as they will go. And I hadn't actually upgraded my multi-tool at all, so I went from a level 1 multi-tool to a level 4 multi-tool, which was a pleasant surprise. Now I think there we'll put come on. We'll make that 3 blocks wide. I can't remember how many blocks it is for the large air blades to connect, but we've got enough stuff. We're not running short. Oops. Take that one down, make that one up, make that one up, make that one up, make that one up. So this multi-tool is 3 times as fast and has twice the battery charge. Makes twice the use of a battery. Now then, wow, those guys are big, aren't they? Is that the... With the rain, it's actually quite hard to tell if that's got the connector on it. I think that's probably it. Is it? Oh no, it's too low. Too low. So let's make sure it's up one. Try that. Oh, don't fall out the sky. That would not be good. Right, that's one. My goodness, they're big, aren't they? And this is where I really hope I've got all the materials. Come on, you were there. Yep, that's the right place. And we'll do this one. Yep, that's right. And we'll do this one. Now again, if you if you guys have any advice about this, do feel free to let me know. I am not precious at all. Right. Now then, let's have something to drink.
Hydration secured.
And something to eat.
You are in a well-fed state.
Yeah, I'm awesome, aren't I? Right. Now then, let's remove that wheel and that thing there. But we'll leave those blocks because I quite like the idea of the little platform. We'll possibly put that up to hard suspension here. We're not going to be using the suspension for anything, but I kind of want to have a bit of bounce when I land. Not that I'm going to land hard, of course, but now then, let's set up, disconnect electricity, set up, disconnect electricity, set up, disconnect electricity. Right. Now then, set up, connect electricity to that, to that, to that, and to that. Cool. Now it's not actually turned on, which is possibly a good thing. Oh, do they need to be turned on for me to do anything with them? Is that what it's implying? Turn you on. What's going on there? Set up. So that connects electricity here. Why is that not working? Too much energy. Oh wow. Okay, how much do they take? I should have checked that out, shouldn't I? Ooh, they take 500 each. So I need another mini deuterium generator. Ah. Right, okay. So, it's going to be a pain if I can't, I don't have the resources to make another deuterium generator. B. Energy. You think you've thought of everything? Oh, that should be okay. I think. How have we got so many of those? I don't know. We don't need any more for that. That's just plating. That's the electronics, SC ones. So we need 2 of those and 4. 2 of those and 4 of those. We should be able to do that. How incredibly annoying. So I took the biofuel reactors out. I put a uranium-based one in. But they weigh an absolute ton, so I don't really want those on a flying vessel. How are you doing? I'm actually really low on resources. I really haven't got a lot left. I've only got biofuel because I've biomass, because I've taken the biomass generators down. I've got a couple hundred carbon, 46 titanium, bit of uranium. I've got more of the high-end resources, in fact, than the low end. 68 Zanite there, and 100 in the vessel. But that's essentially it. They're my things I've replaced. Yeah, not a lot of stuff. Whilst that's doing that, I'll just check on the mining rig over here. This jetpack is so much better that I can almost make it to the mining rig from the base. Right, we've got carbon, which we need, 3 titanium, 23 zanite. I'm not sure there's much point in taking the rest. Maybe some uranium. Yeah, it's pretty good battery power. Right. No. 3 titanium. 46 carbon. 2 uranium. And a load of zanite. And now we've got those. Okay. So, I shall dismantle this, get the fuel out of that, and dismantle that, and then we will build 2 of these guys, and we'll have to split what little deuterium I've got left between the 2, so that's not going to be great, but never mind. So then we'll go set up, connect electricity, and connect it to there, and then set up, connect electricity, and connect it to there, and we have liftoff. Yeah. Okay. Now, do we not... I thought we set these things up. Do we not set them up? Aha. So I can't see what direction they're in. Why can I not see what direction they're going in? That's really weird. Okay. Set the steering. See. Is that going the same way? It is. We'll set that to opposite steering. And C. And yep, that's what we want. And then set the steering. Yeah, that's okay, I think. I'm not an expert in these things. Alright. That way. Yes, they're all going the same way. Set the steering, and we want the same as the one on the other side. I think. So, I think that's set up right. Who knows? Who knows? Now, how much fuel have these things got? 2 hours and 50 minutes. Wow. That's not a lot. So we need to get back to the main base, which is here. It's not that far away. 2 hours of flight ought to be enough. So, this is D-Day. See if we can take off. We can. Oh, that's the wrong way. Okay, right. So that's a learning experience. So what we need to do is change the direction on all of them. So C, change to that direction. C. Change to that direction, yeah. C. Set to that direction. And C. Set to that direction. Okay. I think that's right, but again, who knows? So we can take off. No, that's turned the wrong way. So we're going forwards, but left turns left and right turns right. Okay. So let's go down. So I guess I need to turn the direction around on all of them. So, C. Set to that kind of steering. C. Is that the same? Yeah, that's the same steering. And this one, set to opposite steering. And this one, set to no steering, and then that. And actually, what's that grounded thing? Set to grounded, yeah. Set to grounded. Set to grounded. So that means when you get out of the cockpit, the craft lands. So if you accidentally get out in midair, not of course that I would ever do that, the craft should stop and go down to the earth. Right, forwards is forwards, left is left, and no, right is right and left is left. Marvellous. So now we need to head for home. That's more or less south. because we don't have immense amounts of fuel. And at home we can get carbon quite easily from the locality, just trundling around in the buggy. There we go, 36 kilometers an hour. That's rather faster than my mobile land base, and we can go in a straight line. So it should be much, much faster. Because we don't have to faff on with Oh, I'm so happy that works. So I think the next plan is to trundle around and collect a whole load of carbon, and don't need to be quite that high, I don't think, and get a load of water and churn out deuterium, because I really want both the deuterium generators filled and some spare, and that's going to be a lot of water and even more carbon. I may even have to see if I can find a carbon crystal to build some mining rigs on. Now then, we just need to head almost due south. There we go. We'll come down a bit. So I'm really happy with how stable that is at flying. Oh, that's awesome. I mean, I don't think the buggy actually goes any faster than this on the ground. Right, we're going to need to gain some altitude to get over that. Oh. We can cope with that level of bounce. That's okay, at least it's not giving any indication that it's going to flip over. I'm sorry if this is a bit dark, but there's not a great deal I can do about that at the moment. And I do want to make it back. It is so much easier to fly than to traverse the land. I think we want to avoid that big tree that's coming up in front of us. Yeah, so the next thing is to get the deuterium. That's just a bit of a chore, so what I'll probably do is do that off. I'll do that off camera, and then we'll come back. I'll probably do some minor modifications to the main base as well, upgrade some stuff there. Now we've got the Zanite, and then we will carry on this episode. Yes, we'll carry on this episode with going out and about exploring with this wee beastie. Now another thing, if any of you know how to zoom the view out I would really appreciate knowing how to do that, because I can't seem to do it. There's a field of view function, but if you mess with that, it just makes things look like you're in a goldfish bowl, which isn't really an amazing look. It's really interesting the way some of the plants and trees light up, isn't it? Well, I thought so anyway. There we go. So it took me several hours of, literally several hours of trundling around to get to the desert and collect the materials to be able to do this. But I knew it was worth doing, because once you can fly, the world's your oyster, really. So we'll get the deuterium, and then we'll go off and we'll visit monuments and other POIs, and finish some of the objectives that the game has for us that we haven't really looked at. And we'll look at the data pads as well, because I've still got 5 data pads to go through. So we might do that. Flying is great fun. I think we can go down a little bit. Don't want to be quite that high. Oh. That was the view flipping, it wasn't the vehicle. Now, each of the generators had 17 deuterium fuel rods in it when I left the other base, so it'll be interesting to see how many of those fuel rods are still going, or how many have been used up rather. Those monuments are quite impressive from the air. So we're not far off now. So a fully filled deuterium generator is 100 fuel rods. So that's 2,000 water, dirty water, and 2,000 carbon. So that's a lot of carbon. So we might go trundling out in the buggy and tear the local place apart. So we are nearly home. I think it's probably just the other side of this clump of trees. So we'll try not to bash into them. Yep, home sweet home. Oh, let's try and avoid that tree over there. And there we are. And we'll turn the deuterium generators off. And that used 2 fuel rods. So, cool. Awesome sauce. Don't suppose we happen to have 4,000 carbon in here. I know that we don't. Oh, we've got 300 and something. Yeah. Yeah, carbon is the thing. We need shed loads of the stuff. So, oh, we might as well have those batteries on us. I don't think... Is that the refinery? No. That's the refinery, isn't it? Yeah, it's got no spare deuterium. So we'll leave this here for now. I'll pop back in a bit once I've got some more deuterium, and then we can head off and do some exploring. So we'll be back in a moment. Hopefully with a voice. And we're back, and we have collected a whole load of deuterium. It's tipping down with rain now, but we've collected loads of water, loads of carbon. If we look at the map, you see all these D's around here. They're all mining rigs, and that E is the best mining rig. That mining rig by itself is producing as much stuff as all the other ones put together. So yeah, that's taken a little bit of time, but this generator is totally full of deuterium, so we'll turn that on. Got 54 hours, and this one's totally full, and that's got 108 hours. Okay, why is that? It's a bit weird, isn't it? Oh, they both got 108 hours. They're sharing. Oh, because both generators are on now. Yeah, yeah. Okay. The answer was obvious. When one generator was on, it was doing all the work. When 2 generators are on, they're sharing the work. So 108 hours is an enormous amount of time. And I've got 10 spare deuterium in my inventory just in case. But before we head off anywhere, let's read these data pads, because you never know, they might suggest something useful. Ooh. You can see my health was going down there. I think that's probably because the rain was so intense. It doesn't like you being in the rain, even though you're in a spacesuit. So let's read these data pads. So judging by Galena's translations, the creators used portals to travel between their many worlds. The main portal system on this planet has been shut down because of some inexplicable tragic event. It seems they fought a losing battle with some mysterious enemy. Our only way out of here is annulling the quarantine, shutting down the atmospheric trap, and reactivating the portal. But something is missing. Okay. The Eridani scientists were not prey to an external force. They created a sophisticated biotechnology, some form of a nanovirus that helped them in achieving amazing progress. The nanovirus immunized itself from reprogramming and became an emergent omnivorous Trojan horse. That started a series of events that ruptured their society. It seems many planets were afflicted, including this one.
Something pure was set free. They were too arrogant. They will pay the ultimate price.
Oh. Yeah, you can go away now so I can read this. Okay. More troubling news, judging by the translations, the creators know we interacted with the technology on Mars. They planted some kind of a scanning device into the portals. Any operator is analysed based on their neurological or technological structure. If there is potential for interaction, a neuro-altering field is activated, allowing you to operate their technology for a period of time. This usually comes at a cost. It's like a sickness. We called it operator syndrome. Inability to sleep, unease, paranoia. We thought it was a psychological disorder, but it might be. Goodness knows what. Oh, something much more sinister than that. Okay. Man, I thought I was crazy for a while. After nothing but headaches and voices in my head, I was ready to give up, but they finally found me. It's Vic and Galena. They think someone might have made it. I ain't telling them about Buzz yet. I still have a job to do. I never thought it was possible, but these beings manipulated life. Our life. All life. They used some sort of essence, a living technology, to manipulate evolution and growth. They would seed all these artificial worlds, and then, centuries later, inject them with this thing, and it would take control of the ecosystem. The infiltrated beings become vehicles for the program, which is able to create an illusory state of mind, an ongoing hallucination, to occupy the self. It overtakes volition. But the vehicle is made stronger and more resilient to external forces to spread the disease. A fortified replica with no individuality and freedom. Okay. So that's data pads. How are we getting on with the logs? Objectives, cruise story. Oh, so we've still got a load of data pads to find. With crystallize, we still need to scan the silver crystal. We've only scanned one monument, and we still need to do loads of those. Okay. Right. Well, let's head out for a little bit of explore. Oh, looks like the rain stopped and we've got a lovely day. Now, where shall we head? Well, let's head east over that way, and we'll do a scan somewhere around here. So up we go. Let's try not to take that tree out. Yeah. So we're only going to get up to about 36 kilometers per hour, but that's much faster than we were doing on the ground. And in the air, we don't have all of the obstacles to overcome. The worst thing that's likely to happen is we'll just bash into a tree somewhere. And if we bash into a tree, it's the tree that comes off worst, so that's not the end of the world. Got the thermal generator right behind the cockpit, so we shouldn't suffer from heat or cold too much. And we're now in the highest class of suit as well, so that gives us the most protection. Let's go down. I don't like to be too high, just in case, you know, I accidentally switch everything off and we fall out of the sky or something useful like that. Isn't it a beautiful game? It is. Lots of people are whinging about this game, but I'm really not having any bother with it at all. Now see, I think water this shallow we might be able to actually have driven across, but having got stuck underwater and taken about 40 minutes to get out of it on another game, I'm not keen to replicate that experience. It's amazing what you can do with a couple of winches, but go up a little bit. Now we don't really have a great deal of resource on us to do anything, so I should probably have thought about that before we left, but at the moment what I'm trying to do is uncover more of the map and find some more monuments, because so far we've only discovered one monument, and for the objective we need to find at least 10, so it's quite relaxing just floating along, minding your own business. There's some more water. Little pause whilst it saves the game. Interestingly, since I'm going to be streaming some Planet Explorers on Twitch, somebody in the discussion forums for this game was asking what's better, Planet Explorers or Planet Nomads. And actually I think they're both great little games. Yeah, occasionally they crash. There are some things that aren't absolutely perfect. But when you buy an indie title from a small developer, you know, that's just the way it's going to be. And both games are eminently playable, to my mind. And I enjoy both of them. Right, let's see. Oh, wow. We just cruised to an... That's perfect, isn't it? That's marvellous. Smooth. Ah, we need to do a scan. We're quite a long way away from home. Oh. Should possibly have found some flat ground to land on.
Nutrition level dropping.
Alright, we'll have some food.
You are in a well-fed state.
I am in a well-fed state, aren't I? Now, where's the switchboard? It's up there. That's not a handy place for it. Now, rather than carry this around, I'm just going to create it and uncreate it, because it doesn't take that much effort. Oh, helps if you actually click the button. Connect electricity. Scan. So what have we got here? What's the temperature? 19 degrees. That's okay, isn't it? Might just gather a few resources whilst I'm knocking about. Oh, and the level 4 multi-tool is just so magnificent. On the level 4 jetpack you can just fly for ever and a day. Well, not quite, but... Check the map. Yep. Got a bit more of the map exposed. Oh, don't go under the vehicle. Now we'll head east and a little bit north to get to the next marker, which must be slightly more than 2 kilometers away because it's not showing on the map yet. Let's go up. These vehicles are very quiet. Now, which things do I need to scan for the objectives? The Zenitor, the Bran and the Nozzle. So we'll scan them. Oh, they're the bugs. So, hang on. Let's get the scanner out. So these guys I need to scan. Oh, it is, yep. That's fine. Have I scanned you? I must have. Do I need to scan this? Oh, something's not happy about me being that close. I'm not really looking for a fight. I could kill them easily enough, it's just I don't particularly want them. So let's look at objectives. Zenitor. So those guys. Right, it's those little guys that are wanting to have a go at me for some reason. So I'll just kill them. Somebody else somewhere. So I wonder if I need to, unfortunately for these guys, oh, there's somebody there. Oh no, it's dead corpse. Phew, God. That nearly scared the living daylights out of me. No, there's somebody attacking me. Ah, there he is. Right. Now then. Oh, there's another one. Oh, recharge. We'll loot that. We'll gather that. Can we scan that? Nope. So we'll just take that apart. And that'll teach them to attack me. Now, unfortunately for these guys, I think I need to scan their one, so they're going to have to die as well. We took some shots. Right, so let's scan this. Oh, that plant's attacking me. Oh, no, it's not. It's one of them guys. Oh, don't do that there. Okay, another spooky voice. And I'm going to need to kill that. Oh, that's.
My sensors show you are slightly thirsty.
I'll take that apart. And then we'll do this hostile plant. Come on. Oh, it's a bad time to run out of charge. We'll loot all these guys. That's a block. Right, so that wasn't great for my health, but never mind. Let's try the scanner, make sure there's nothing else to scan. Nope. So let's have something to drink.
Hydration secured.
It's another little nasty. Oh, that's caused me quite a lot of damage. Okay, we'll leave them alone for now. Put stuff away and head on out. Come on. sometimes you just can't land for trying. Right, for now, let's just pop everything away. Don't care where. Do we need to scan here? No. Right. Now let's see if that objective has upgraded at all. Egg hunt. Yeah, we've got Zentor and Kerbal. So we need Bran and Nossel and Godillo. Bran are the bugs. Godillo are those guys, and who knows what the Nossel are, because I haven't scanned them yet. Okay. So, we're going to head off, and I think what I'll do is I shall bring you back, we'll end the episode here, and I'll bring you back when we get to the next POI, and then we'll carry on that way. So, bye for now, guys.